It's nice to meet you. Well, I would say making a living was a big challenge in the Great Depression, and my house was a depiction of that. So I guess you could say it went a little something like this. So it was the year of 1932, I believe, and the economy was still spiraling from the stock market crash of 1929. The Roaring Twenties was no longer in the picture. I lived in Seattle at the time, in a shanty town, better known as a Hooverville during that time. It was a settlement area of homes made out of scraps for the homeless. There was an abundance of Hoovervilles popping all over the nation since many people were jobless and could not afford a house to live in. My house specifically was very small and barely held together by the scraps of wood, metal pieces, and cardboard my husband had built it with. The inside was bare, with only a small mattress and stove for decor. Unfortunately, we had a window, which helped drag a bigger, colder breeze in that already seeped. Sometimes reporters would come visit my Hooverville in order to take pictures of the living conditions. One of my neighbors allowed them to capture the inside, but I myself was just too ashamed, because instead of them being able to see my once large country home and my husband's Model T, they had to see a one-room shack that was filthy with unavoidable dirt. Of course, I blamed Herbert Hoover for this. Where do you think the name Hooverville originated from? I believe the U.S. would have been out of the Depression sooner if only he would have tried to help us instead of forcing his ideal upon us. What made things even worse was that sometimes city officials would try to burn the Hoovervilles because most were unauthorized. But of course they would be rebuilt because everyone needed a home. Yeah, it was. You have no idea.